From The National, this is Trending Middle East. I'm Yasmin Al-Taji. It's Wednesday, August 20th. Here are today's headlines. Israel is demanding the release of all 50 hostages held in Gaza, according to the Prime Minister's office. This statement came on Tuesday, just a day after Hamas agreed to the latest ceasefire proposal submitted by mediators Egypt and Qatar. The National's Hamza Hendawi reports.
All eyes were set on Israel on Tuesday after Hamas has agreed to an Egyptian-Qatari proposal for a 60-day Gaza truce and the initial release of 10 Israeli hostages. However, by early evening on Tuesday, Israel had yet to issue an official response to Hamas's acceptance of the deal. But a senior Israeli official was quoted by wire services late afternoon on Tuesday that the government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stood firm on its call for the release of all hostages in any future Gaza deal.
Qatar said earlier on Tuesday that the proposal Hamas agreed to is, quote, almost identical, unquote, to an earlier plan put forward by U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. Israel had previously agreed to the outline advanced by Mr. Witkoff, but talks faltered over some of its details. The last round of talks ended in deadlock in late July. The proposal includes a temporary 60-day ceasefire and a path to a comprehensive agreement to end the war. Some hostages will be released in exchange for Palestinian detainees during the truce. That's according to Qatar's foreign ministry.
Israel's response to the latest proposal will be a test of survival for Mr. Netanyahu's coalition government. Accepting the proposal, as Hamas did, could unravel the coalition the Prime Minister leads, while rejecting it in favor of an all-or-nothing deal would ensure the goodwill and continued participation in government of the Prime Minister's right-wing partners. But Mr. Netanyahu must at the same time tread carefully, as his country seems to be suffering growing isolation over its handling of the Gaza war, given the terrifyingly high death tolls and the widespread hunger suffered by Palestinians there.
The latest proposal comes after Israel's Security Cabinet approved plans for its military to take control of Gaza City and nearby refugee camps. It's feared that the offensive will worsen the already catastrophic humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Hezbollah says the U.S. has to clarify what steps Israel should take following the Lebanese government's vote on disarming Hezbollah. That's according to sources close to the group who spoke to The National on Tuesday. Hezbollah has insisted it won't even discuss a disarmament plan until Israel withdraws from occupied Lebanese territory and stops its attacks on the country.
Is Israel going to withdraw its troops from Lebanon? Is it going to stop its attacks against targets in the country? Sources close to the group have said that the party is now urging the U.S. to clarify what are these steps that Israel should do.
The National's Mohamad Harisi reports.
Hezbollah thinks that Israel must first withdraw from Lebanon. It must stop its attacks against its fighters in Lebanon. And then Hezbollah will agree to discuss a plan to disarm itself. It might take a month, it might take 10 years, no one knows, but the first step from Hezbollah's view is for Israel to stop its aggression against Lebanon and targeting its fighters.
Iran, Hezbollah's main backer, has told Lebanese leaders the group cannot be disarmed as the prospect of a new war with Israel grows. That's according to sources briefed on the meetings of Iran's security chief, Ali Larijani, in Beirut last week. This comes after U.S. envoy Tom Barrack met Lebanese President Joseph Aoun in Beirut earlier this week. After that meeting, Mr. Barrack called on Israel to take the next step.
We need participation on the part of Israel, and we need...
Israel continues to occupy areas in southern Lebanon and has carried out near daily strikes that have killed Lebanese citizens. This is despite a ceasefire that Israel admits it has already breached 600 times.
Holy moly. Wow.
Archaeologists have unearthed an ancient Christian cross in Abu Dhabi. It was found on Serbaniyas Island, according to the Emirates Department of Culture and Tourism. The artifact is thought to be about 1,400 years old. It was discovered by teams from the department who restarted digs in January at the wider church and monastery site on the east of the island. The cross was dug up at a cluster of courtyard houses to the north of the main site, where it's thought monks once lived. The National's John Dennehy reports.
The remarkable discovery of a plaster cross that could be 1,400 years old has drawn back the curtain on ancient Christian life on an island off the coast of Abu Dhabi. Now, when the National visited the site and were shown the cross by the archaeologists working there for the Department of Culture and Tourism Abu Dhabi, it was an opportunity to time travel back hundreds of years ago when monks lived and prayed there, even as Islam then began to spread across the region.
Serbaniyas is about 170 kilometers southwest of the UAE's capital. Evidence of human activity there dates back more than 8,000 years, and it once had a vibrant pearling industry. During the 7th and 8th centuries, it was also home to a Christian community.
Maria Gajowska, an archaeologist who leads the team on the island, described the excitement after they turned the plaster over to reveal the cross.
But this particular one had these finger marks running all over it. And we thought that looks really cool. And then we wanted to lift it up. And as we lift it up, we turn it over, we see a cross.
That's all for this morning's headlines. You can get these stories and follow live coverage at our site. Yasmin Altaji, The National.